people, what is cooking this Wednesday morning? How are you today? I trust you remain maxed up out there. We must all be responsible and protect ourselves. Thanking God for a new month and the beginning of the last half of the year. It is the beginning of great opportunities, all lying within your reach in the next 6 months. So go for it. If we have never met, my name is Eunice Brimer, your brand marketing expert and productivity coach. I teach customer efficiency and productivity to help you record sustainable business growth. This is our third episode where I will be equipping you with skills and tools needed in your business. My podcast today will be centered around a key skill needed in efficient customer service. And this skill is called listening. Earlier on in my career, I found it difficult to listen to my clients, and so I could just go on and on and on, rambling with the ideas in my head without listening to them. Even though there is nothing wrong with being full of ideas, I soon realized that because I wasn't listening to them, I seemed not to understand their pain points and connect with them on a higher level. And while proposed strategies were spot on, the much needed solutions were not served. So why is listening so important in sales? First, you need to understand that hearing is not equal to listening. I may hear you talking to me, but I may not be listening as my attention is probably divided or we have failed to connect with each other. Secondly, every sales job is 100% based on how well you listen to your client and how well your client listens to your reply. If any of the two starts hearing instead of listening, then the message won't be conveyed properly and that sale may not take place. You must learn to listen to the undertones. What exactly is your client saying? What are those needs not well articulated but can be inferred from what you have heard them say? You know, many a times, your clients may not even be sure of their actual needs until you as a salesperson listens closely and deeply and brings out their challenges. You must really listen to the words and feelings that the prospect, a client or a customer is trying to convey in their language, tone of voice, facial expressions, and body language. It is only when you have observed all of this that you can truly understand the plight of your prospects or buyers, and I speak to you from a place of experience. Also learn to be emphatic and put yourself in your buyer's shoes. By so doing, you actually encourage your prospects to open more. One of the things I learned to stop to do was preparing in my head or mind what to say in response to my clients, hence affording me the opportunity to really listen and pay attention. And I know that we found ourselves in this situation severally. So there are times when your client is speaking. Instead of you to pay attention closely and listening, you're busy thinking in your head or putting together a response or a defense to what they have said. Why not just take time out, listen to them till they finish whatever they want to say? Eventually, this will always pay off, as trust and commitment would always be established. Another thing I learned to do was to paraphrase what I heard the client just say. What I mean by this is that I put their words in my own words, basis my understanding. Or I could note what they said verbatim and then repeat it to them. A discipline I have that has helped me over the years is that I always take down notes when my buyers, my clients, or my customers speak. And this always helps because when I read out what has been said, it opened up the avenue for confirmation and clarity. And so I made sure to reconfirm if I conveyed effectively what I heard them say. Then they stamped their approvals. If not, it's simple. They repeated whatever they meant to ensure we were on the same page. Another thing to note when reconfirming is to avoid making it look like they didn't explain exactly what they wanted, or you make your customer feel like a fool, you see. So instead, what I normally say would be, from my understanding, you need me to do XYZ. From my understanding, you need me to do ABC. Please clarify if this is correct. And this always works. Another trick is that you do a written report of the meeting and send. But unfortunately, most clients do not read the reports of the meetings in real time. Hence, over the years, I clarify verbally and then do a report just for documentation purposes and references should the need ever arise. You may also want to probe further to get more insights, and this comes from asking the whys till you nail it. So ask, why do you want to do it this way? Why is this like this? Why is that like that? By the time you keep on asking the whys, you're able to get to the bottom of that matter, of that challenge, and then you're able to prefer a solution that works. Listening not only helps in understanding the message, it also helps in building rapport. Long-lasting relationships are formed as the client knows you're truly interested in their needs and not just in a hurry to sell what you have to offer. I can tell you freely that from listening to your prospects, your clients or your customers, greater needs are unraveled and you're able to come up with customized solutions which yield greater returns on investment. So here is a recap of what we've talked about today. 1. Hearing is not equal to listening. They are different. 2. Make a deliberate effort to listen. Get rid of selective perception or selective retention and truly listen. What do I mean by this? Most times, you think you know what the client wants to say. And so there is already a perception formed in your mind or in your head. And you just perceive you know what exactly their needs are. Or you think you know what their needs are, and so you go on rambling. Because you think you know just everything about them or about the challenge. You must learn to get rid of this distractions, psychological distractions. Open up and truly listen. 3. If you must be 100% successful in listening, in selling, you must listen to both verbal and non-verbal clues, as this helps to establish trust and commitment. The 4th thing is that you must develop a feedback mechanism, whichever one works for you, by either paraphrasing what the client said or repeating verbatim what has been said. You could go the extra mile of documentation just to ensure alignment. 5. Reconfirm what has been said based on your understanding and get further clarity if needed. 6. Probe further to get more insights to help in addressing the challenge or challenges. 7. Learning to listen builds long-lasting relationships with your clients and opens up more opportunities. I have had several cases where the clients will say, please speak to Bello, as he would perfectly understand our needs. Or when your clients insist on working with a particular member of your team or yourself only, it just goes to show that your customers knows those that truly listens to them. And from listening comes a better grasp, understanding of that job to be done. Lastly, listening opens up more opportunities, okay, for more revenue streams. You see, when you truly listen, you're able to get into the mind of the client. You're able to understand what the client needs are. And you may just realize that what they need is actually broader than what they initially thought they needed. So it actually helps in opening up more revenue streams for salesmen to explore. So if you're smart and you want to hit that sales target, then I urge you to try to listen more and get amazing results with your clientele. I know you have found this useful. Please tag other vendors who you know needs this. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more of my podcasts. And just in case you're not able to listen to the end, you can as well, go to my YouTube channel and listen to the full podcast there. I say we are here to get you fully equipped over and beyond the new world order. Enjoy the rest of your week and turn on post notifications to ensure you don't miss out on well-prepared dishes being served from my page. I'll be back next week with more of my gorgeousness only for you. Thanks for listening in to the end, and you take care. Bye-bye.